You know what? Wasn't gonna do this, but I think it would be best to do it while it's fresh in my head. So, purely feedback thingies. So, let's check weight. Perfect. So it's 3 pounds. I think that should be enough for the medics as well. Because they want some more short-range AT. Cool. Woo! There goes my phone. All right. Now let's go through the feedback channel. Bolt kits are pretty good. AK-12s, mags, and ammo boxes. Resupply crates were not the same as kits. Yes, okay, I already fixed that. That was the first thing I did, and then I went and grabbed some Pop-Tarts. Did I just... Why did my... Of course. Dropping my phone on my thingy, I think just screwed its DPI shift speed. There we go. All right. Lack of disposable 18 squad just fixed that. Backpacks were way too small in extended fights. Need something bigger so we can keep fighting. That'll be addressed if I do resupply better, but I do intend for them. Something that TSP really lacks right now is the ability to properly gauge when to resupply. So one of the traits of this campaign will be to force them to figure that out. So what I'm thinking here is I'm going to grab a supply box. Honestly, it doesn't matter which one's which. I just want to copy rotation here. And we'll start them on baby steps, but... Probably should have loaded 3 in inventories for this one, but it's fine. We can eyeball this anyhow. So those are going to get deleted anyhow, but let's see. Don't need the Igla. Let's bring that down to 50. That's fine. Let's bring this up to 4. We'll bring it up to 35. And now we're just going to go through everything here. Those are NSVs. So, NSP-Ns. And I think these are the regular, right? No, it's just 2 copies of that. Alright. Oh my gosh, game. Why? Why do you do this to me? I just want to edit my inventories, please. I need to put my phone on vibrate in case I get a text back. Alright, that should cover those. Already covered grenades. What are you? Hey, Wolf. VOG 25p. Yeah, I regret not loading 3D inventories. I'll do that for the next mission, because I do have to add additional things to it anyway. QRS TUV. VOG 25p. Alright. Medical... Gosh darn it. We'll put medical in there too. We'll say it's like just packed with everything that they'll need. Should be fine. I hate looking for the fucking tourniquets. It's always, my eyes never catch it in time. Spare plugs in case there's break. Oh no, there shouldn't be a need for that. We'll do 2. Spare cable. And let's quickly go into here so I can put the 26s in. Real quick, another change I have to do, I believe it's in this crate. Is... let's give him a warm change those out. So that is red chem lights and what else? I always like the music I play on streams. Wolf, if you look up on YouTube, I do list out what music I play. You can use that. Larry, basically, again, what I'm doing right now is just prepping stuff from the feedback I got from today's op, so I can just take care of it now. What was that? GRD? Oh, God. Wait, okay, no, that's great, that's great. That should be everything. Yeah, and if they want a range table, they grab it from base. grab that. So they're not going to spawn here next time, so that's fine. Having all these custom things right there is okay as well. Fluffers I can move. But everything else worked in this campaign. I just have to change up a few things. Let's look at other feedback. Oh, fuck. Cargo slings. I'm gonna actually put those in the resupply crates themselves. And I believe those begin with a C. Put 3 in there. 4 or 3 in there, and that should make that work. Alright, so that should be enough to make that work with that. No binoculars available for roles other than SL. I kind of like it that way. We're going to keep it that way. Amount of vehicles felt a bit too heavy for what we really had available as AT/vehicles. Bro, you had a fucking MI-28 that just wasn't carrying his weight. That's why. Up felt like out of a movie. Great atmosphere of the airfield. Frames were playable. Yeah, that's good enough. Charlie SL. Map was good. Optics limited. Optics are supposed to be limited. Marksman complained that the scope has... There wasn't a bug. We talked about that in debrief. He just didn't know how to use it. Kit was good. Didn't use anything but binos, bags, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I fixed that. That's a resupply note. That's my tripod note. The MP3s are great. ATGMs, great what we were fighting. Rearm was fine. No, just not used right. Crewman kits had no way of fixing a tracker engine due to lack of repair kits. How do I want to fix that? They are right in the sense that these should have had more tracks spared. But I think it was still set where they couldn't repair tracks. So how do I want to fix that? Let's do 3 spare tracks, and then some spare wheels in each fix, some additional. And then go into settings and make it so that they can repair tracks without a toolkit. Because these settings won't be reapplied unless I put an init loop script or something on them, but I'm too lazy to do that. Spare wheels, we'll do 3. And then settings, add-on options, logistics. So I think MISC, yeah, is also tracks. Fuck. So I am going to have to be forced to give them toolkits then, because that bundles into that feature, which means... What would be a decent backpack to give them then? Yeah, because they wouldn't have a toolkit on a vest pouch. What do I got for EMR here? Alright, with the wire cutters too. Here, I'm gonna be a massive troll. That should fix that issue. Now I'm trying to think what else. Let's look back under settings and see if there's anything I need to adjust. Okay. Alright, so that means I do need to set them to engineers for them to repair tracks, but I don't have to set pilots to engineers because the full repair doesn't require that, so that would be a decent fix. I thought tracks worked the same way as wheels, but no, they're bundled into the same thing, so screw me, I guess. Hooray for limited but enhanced functionality! Alright, that's been fixed. No blood in kits. No arsenal to change kits in. I'm not changing anything. Questionable slot. Fucking Macro. Impossible to loot enemies. Yeah, well, they're pre-built. Nothing I can do about that. Suppression enforced. What? I think they're talking about pussy mode. Why would he name it this way if he then wants it to be that way? I don't know, whatever. But he's the guy that made that, so if he says it shouldn't be on, then whatever. Vehicles with empty inventories, they're supposed to make their own. Because I can't do anything on that regard. But the no blood in kits. Let me look at the medic real quick, because I'm not going to give blood to every single person. Because I highly doubt Russians would, like, all carry a blood bag. That throws me off a little bit. Also, Platoon Medic should technically get an RPG 26, but how much blood did I have in you guys? Because I know I gave you blood. So none in the vest. Maybe I did screw up. None in there. Medical bag, how much is in there? 10. 10's enough for a squad. It's more than enough for a squad, especially with insta-kill on. So... yeah, no, I'm keeping that. Stargate, I moved back because I didn't know how long this op would take, and I don't like to risk it because if I run over, or if I have the risk of running over, I get yelled at, and it's just better for me to not deal with it. Alright. Russian annexation turned on Russia after a brutal guerrilla war, but they feel like it was more... wait, it felt more like the guerrilla war than the counterinsurgency afterward? Well, yeah, you're fighting the guerrillas that fucked with the government. Of course they're still going to be armed with the gear that they used to take it over. That makes no sense to me. Bad frames, even with 1 kilometer view distance, that's fine because that's the airfield, and that also factors in with computers of the players. There's not much I can do about that. And I already let people know, hey, like, it might get framey in there. Each squad had a stinger. No clue how Air is going to do anything against random AA specialists hiding in the force among the AO. That was false. The only 4 guys with stingers were these 4. Those 2. And these 2. Those were the only 4 stingers on the field. There were also 2 man-pad chairs. 1 here and 1 here. So that is incorrect, but whatever. False presumptions of the player base. And then, I mean, since this AO is going to be picked apart anyway, like the base squad kit was... Actually, that's not a good example of it. The best example of what I used was in this base. These guys. So you had a squad leader, marksman, medic, rifleman, machine gunner, AT4 guy. I didn't have a SMA in here, though, but I had SMAs at the squad level. I know that. But, yeah, no, that... I don't know where he's getting that info from. No preset inventories in VIX. I'm not going to change that. No preset resupply in bit. I'm not going to say anything. Needs more medical. Honestly, the kits are fucking ham-fisted with medical. Like, if they need more medical, they can go put it in their VIX. Because there's plenty they can pull. It's just people being lazy. I'm making them do some of the work. Because the whole point is, while your squad leader is getting the brief, you can be, like, loading the Vic that you want to bring into the AO with extra shit for yourself, and that includes medical, but whatever. No looting infantry, I can't do anything about that because I have to preset the AI. And when you preset the AI and need an editor, you can't loot their inventories. You have to physically take off the gear, but you can't take off their uniform, so there's nothing I can do about that. Suppression Hard Forced, I fixed that, and then T-72Bs. I really don't get what the problem was with it, because they killed the crew in it just fine. Like, I'll stick with T-80s, but... it's weird. But that was all of the feedback. Alright, cool. Wait, actually, here, let me reread what Dirty Snape sent me, because he's not going to put that in. People can use 3D marks on the map to calculate AT ranges. I'm not going to lie, I don't even know how I would fix that, but whatever. I mean, if they have to use 3D marks in this map, in this scenario, to calculate AT ranges to hit something, at that point they kind of need it, because the one thing that is ham-fisted with the AT isn't doing his job at that point. I mean, there's also other things that can also do that job, but, whatever. So next AO is going to be, they're going to spawn... basically in one of these areas. And they're gonna have to clear out the other half of the airfield, this village, and Devil's Castle, which is gonna have some AA batteries on it. And then AO3, I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do yet, but I know that's gonna be an AO, probably extending down to those two areas. This is going to be an AO. We'll eventually get to those, actually. We're going to push south first because these are friendly territories. But that's all the feedback addressed there, so... yeah, no, that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and save that over Scenario 1, and later on I'll be working on some edits for that. What do I want to work on now? Let's work on the backup op I was prepping for today that decided not to finish because I wanted to do a lot more polish on the op we currently did. So I'm going to end key that. You're going to get a wonderful picture of TSB as I now load the other mods I need here. So first off, let's load 3D inventories. Let's load... God, I gotta remember all of them now. How do you spell that? T-I-V, I think. And then... Yeah, and that should have been it. I don't need the ace integration for that because I'm not actually using that. I'm using something different just for faces. All right.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
I didn't move the units back in the fob. It doesn't matter, Razy. That mission just got run, so all that's... It doesn't matter. I'm not going to rerun. I don't like rerunning campaigns. I like to make everything again from scratch, because otherwise it's boring for me. And then I have a shit ton of Discord DMs I have to deal with. But I guess I'll write some notes to say, hey, this is on Chernarus Redux, meaning if you have a shitty computer, your computer is going to suffer, and there's nothing I can do about that. I've done every measure I can to optimize the server for you, but at that point, it's not the server's issue, it's your client issue. Furthermore, because of the level of detail this map has, I have to spend the time outside of the op pre-making the garrisons. And when you pre-make garrisons, it means that you can't loot their bodies without taking off their vests and uniforms. But I'm not going to go back and fix... there's a way I could, like, you know, make it so that all the gear can be pulled off of them, but I'm not going to do that, because I'm trying to force them to focus more on resupply for this campaign. And then as for, like, medical and stuff, I'm not, like, they all have a decent amount of medical, and then only the medic has blood bags. I'm not going to give a blood bag to every single member, because... I do that occasionally for smaller scale ops, but that's only when I absolutely cannot put any additional medical on the medic itself, because I need the medic to do something else. So... This is going to take a hot second to load. I'm going to BRB one second.
Send in Go Team 6 now.
Is a garrison called a garrison if it has Gary's son in it?
Here. Bon Glitch, thanks for the 7-month resub at tier 2. Is a garrison called a garrison if it has Gary's son in it? Yes, it would be. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a kick out of this one. Hope you're staying safe among COVID. Let me think. getting back into the mindset for this operation, I needed to build pilot kits, and I think that was it. We'll technically build their spawn, but the modules I tested were fine. I just gotta rebuild all of it. So yeah, no, it shouldn't take that long. All right, so, oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to do now. Okay, mark him as player. And I wanted to see what seats in that blackfish actually do things. Custom interface is good here. Those planes are gonna go off, but that's fine. I know their capabilities. Pilot Gunner 1 and Gunner 2. All right, I want to look at what they operate, but yeah, I was thinking we probably don't need the co-pilot for that thing. Tucanos are fine. Man, when you delete someone so hard, it leaves the chairs. I love it. The hell? So to say, my interface just broke. It wasn't loading Achilles. So one gets the minigun and the... I think it's the major cannon, actually. I just overpressured that dude. Yeah, definitely. That might have actually been... No, I'm right there. Okay, cool. And then what do you control? You control the AP and... Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so it needs both. All right, cool. And then the Tucanos, it's not that hard. Yeah, Holy, I'll leave it to them if they want it. Again, I don't think Makarov's ever gonna add the the fucking AC-130 to TSP assets, so it's okay. We can use the Blackfish. Actually, technically, these guys shouldn't be armed at all because of the lore for this mission. I'll give them some medical for debug purposes, but... we're not going to arm them with a banana. Yeah, no, if they get shot down, they're technically screwed, because there is a breach in the clothing right there, and that would get them killed. So, yeah, no, they're technically... Yeah, that's fair, Holy, I know. Well, I know 3CB is adding, they're adding Tunguskas very soon, so that's gonna change. Yeah, I just finished feedback for Russian stuff. Now I'm working on this. Okay. And that's gonna be for 2 Tucanos. I will allow them to switch their pylons for that, though. But this won't be on hardcore medical, so that means main TSB settings, logistics, or pylons, whichever I get to first. Yeah. Okay. I will need a Horizon Defense Force vehicle. So, oops, excuse me. I don't want to explain this one because I don't want to spoil anything, because to explain it is really difficult to do. I'm going to pretend I didn't just reveal that. But if you just read some of that stuff on the left, I think it'll explain itself. Alright. Now the really fun part. Alright. Let me explain a few things. Number one, there's something new I've been getting into, which involves using static planes to do airdrops from. There's also a static C-130, which flies. However, I don't like using it because it causes really nasty desync problems. So I use the wrecked one instead, just as a bit of a placeholder until I retest it in a few updates from now and see if it's fixed itself. Otherwise, Lincoln, thanks for the 99 bits. Always appreciate it. I can pack them a bit closer together like sardines here. Didn't mean to do that. Yep, alright, that's good distance. But this is a trick I developed while making the mini Christmas op. And then this module will sync a backpack of my choosing by its class name when I sync the units to them. And no delay, so it'll be done instantaneously. So that means that their current backpacks will then be placed on their chest, and then that backpack will be put on their back, which is a parachute. And I already tested it to make sure it works. So That'll let me give them more gear for this drop. And as long as they're all within the perimeter of this thing, there shouldn't be an issue. Now, another thing I need to work on, though, is there exists out there a script of an area widget where it'll disable people from doing the Skyfall animation. I watched a Star Sim streamer who was doing some mission development about a week ago, and he told me it exists, and he showed it to me. So now I have to go make one or find one, because he wasn't willing to trade. Well, then again, I didn't ask, but yada-da. I gotta get one made. Liru, you already copied one forehead. You do realize that by placing your mic further away from your mouth, it makes your voice less deep, does it? Oh, weird. I never knew that. But yeah, as you know, I'm an idiot, so... Was there really any surprise? Alright. That's fair, Yash. I mean, I just don't care anymore when people complain about my voice. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I hate it too. Don't worry. We're in the same fucking boat. So by now, it would be a good idea, after I put them in the next one, to... I just realized, are you tilted downward slightly? I think he is, by a few degrees. That's why I'm having some weird area widgets in there. I mean, it's, yeah, it's slanted up. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because they're going to be in the air anyway, but... playable. Okay. Delta and Echo. And that is what? 8, 16, 32, 40, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. I can do one more squad. And then pretty much be at capacity. So let's get the sync module right here. Sorry I got quiet, I'm just doing roster things. Alright, let's get these in the AO. Alright, those are off. And... drop zone is a little further up. A little further up. Close enough. Because I am going to separate those. So, bring that up, and now we... I think at that point, like, a little higher, just to get them out of any potential of the A29's way. Alright. And now, theoretically, if I spawn in one... Oh, let's disable that. Yeah, I know, but there's a lot of other things I focus on, and my brain is, I quickly forget about a lot of things. That's why it's better for me to handle things as they come up. And I've completely lost my fucking train of thought. I was going into multiplayer. This won't matter, because I'm going to overhaul it with a description extension. Because this is going to technically be a one-life operation. How did the gun... Oh, because you didn't copy and paste it. That's fine. Let's go into a random team and see if this system worked. Lotto... Yeah. I'm basically making missions for other players to play at future dates. Oh, Liru. Let me go write the description extension real quick, because, right, of course, if I don't write that first, then the game's not going to process it properly. Let's see. Didn't I write this in Vietnam? Yes, I did write it into Vietnam. Alright, cool. That's a previous mission file I made for Sunday. So that can just be copy and pasted in there, because that was also a... It wasn't a one-life thing, but I wanted to respawn on position just so I could have that angle. And let me quickly replace that gunship section, because I am very anal when it comes to my roster. Okay, the roleplay goat thing was for one community who wanted a New Year's EVOP, so I gave them a New Year's EVOP, okay? That's all there was to it. Alright? That wasn't TSB. I'm probably never going to do that again for at least a year. Alright? It's fine. It's fine. Now that should theoretically bypass the fact that I haven't put a respawn position down. And as you can see, he put the backpack on his chest. These are important, because if they drop any of those, they will, they won't insta-die in the AO, but they will start choking, and their vision will go blurry, and they will die. The issue is localizing that effect so it doesn't happen to pilots. And that was something I just wanted to do a bit more testing on. But yeah, you can just fall out the back. What's nice is they can't look up to see if those choppers are all fucked, but... Or planes, excuse me. And this map is, you know, a little open, so you can easily get in. Wait, why is that truck moving? I know why it's moving. Yeah, it's a setting in VCOM that I have turned off on the server, but not on Eden and testing. I'd spawn them all in the air, but I want them to have like a few moments just to, you know, prep themselves. Yeah, these guys are fully... That just knocked me back in the air. That's cute. You're gonna drop that. Backpack back on back, and boom. Everything to work with. So yeah, alright. That system completely works. What do I want to do? I need to have a respawn position for debug purposes, and I need to organize this section over here. Now, I don't think you can customize its loadout and pylons. Yep, okay. I know you can rescript the weaponry very easily, actually, with some add and remove magazine commands and cannon commands, but I like the loadout it has, and I'm going to keep it that way. Alright, so honestly, like, I'll put that right there, but they're definitely going to ask for one, so I'll just make this easy and put 2 down. And then Zeus interface, I'll just put right there. And then that should be good for everything I got sorted there. There's a few additional marker. Ah, fuck it. And then I have to write a diary, but that's coding, and I don't want to stream that. And then the only other thing I need to do is... What was it? Go over ace settings of the Mando contracting campaign and fix them. But yeah, it's just gonna be me bitching about everything, so I probably don't want to stream that one either. Otherwise, Wednesday would be Fapovo Phase 5? Yeah, it would be Phase 5. And then there's like 2 or 3 more of those. And then Thursday would be the next paw-up. But yeah, no, everything else is pretty much secure here. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to stream this one part just to push myself to get all that other stuff done. But no, that should be it for me for today, so that is good. Let me check feedback one more time. There will be a Mando op this week. It'll be tomorrow. I just have to look at its settings again. Fucking Kavasi has added the slotting order was weird. Yeah, fuck you too, buddy. Oh, I love that. Edited after the fact. That's cute. I will do my organization of my ops how I see fit. Thank you very much. But otherwise, that should be good. No other feedback to do on the Russian thing. So cool. All right, I'm going to head off and relax because something in my back is killing me. So sorry for having another hour-long stream, but no, that should be it for me for today entirely. So thank you for watching. Go operate operationally. I'll see you tomorrow for this op I just worked on and the Mando op. And otherwise, cheers. Have a good one. And yeah, stay safe from COVID.